Is that the bedroom window that he would always stare out of as a kid? Are there more tracks, or are those the only footprints? Oh shit! Oh. Oh my god. Welcome back, Vicarious viewers. My name is Vicente, and it is officially spooky season. So, it's been a minute since I've actually recorded a video. I've been catching up on editing and dropping some videos that I actually recorded about a month and a half ago. I kind of did a binge, and then just life happens, pandemic happens, but I am back, and officially geared up for Halloween. This is my favorite time of year. I love horror movies, I love scary movies, I love the nice cool hoodie weather and Halloween in general. It is my favorite holiday. And as you guessed by reading the title to this, I am going to be reacting to Halloween Kills. I've always loved the Halloween franchise itself. Michael Myers has always been this relentless force of evil that's always slashing his way through his hometown, usually after a Strode or someone in his family that they're related to. Though, I think that got retconned recently, right? If I remember that correctly. But there's been 11 movies so far that have come out, and before we get into the movie reaction itself, I do want to do a quick ranking of all the Halloween movies so far, because I have seen all of them. There have been some great entries in the franchise, some not so great, some that kind of go far out there. But there's little things to love here and there, even if they don't always hit the mark. So let's go in descending order from my least favorite to my most favorite. This is, of course, just my ranking. Of course, some people may have their own rankings and may not agree where some of these movies fall within my ranking. But we can agree to disagree, and you can let me know which ones are your favorites down below. But let's start off with my least favorite, which is Halloween Resurrection. That is in the number 11 spot because out of all of them, it feels like the most bubblegum pop culture of the Halloween movies. It feels like they were kind of phoning in the script. It wasn't really as terrifying as a lot of the other entries. It definitely departed from the continuity of all the others by having it just be in the house, but it's like all of these people going in for television and social media. I remember Busta Rhymes was in it, but I remember watching it maybe like twice and being like, I don't really need to see this again. And the fact that they did kill off Laurie like right off the bat in the beginning just left a bad taste in my mouth. Next up on the list is Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. This one, I have to say that Rob Zombie does make some good, disturbing, scary movies. The movie was brutal. The kills were like gory and terrifying, which in itself was good, but the movie overall itself and getting into like the psychology of Michael Myers just kind of demystified the relentless, unknown evil lurking inside. You know, they really went kind of out there with all of his, like, dreams and hallucinations of his mother and all that stuff, and it was a bit far out there for me as far as the Halloween franchise goes. It did have some great kills, great gore, pretty decent acting, but it just felt like a distant departure from what Halloween is. Next up on my list, I will have to go with Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. This one because there's two versions, and the two versions are quite different from each other. It does have the amazing Paul Rudd in the movie in one of his most uneven performances. I mean, he has this... I assume he was going for, like, the creepy loner that's like dealing with post-traumatic stress from having experienced Michael Myers' killing spree when he was just a child, so he's kind of obsessive and weird and off kilter, which comes off, but like for Paul Rudd himself, it's not necessarily the right role cut out for him. He doesn't really pull off that seriousness too well. He is really well suited for comedy. I don't think I've ever seen him in a more dramatic role ever since. But like the theatrical version had that weird rock metal soundtrack that was very different than like the typical ambient like Halloween theme, which the director's cut did have. But then it goes more into like the cult and the runes and all that other stuff, which again is a big departure from like the feeling of Halloween, and they try too much to go into like the lore of why Michael is doing what he's doing. And when you demystify a killer like Michael Myers like that with these overly elaborate, convoluted explanations, it just takes away from the whole experience. So that's why this one is near the bottom of my list. Also, inexplicably, the kills are more brutal in the theatrical version than they are in the director's cut. So I like the feeling and the soundtrack better for the directors, but like it didn't have the violent punch that the theatrical did. And usually when people see director's cuts, they usually do it for the extra blood in a horror movie. So they went reverse on that one. Next up at number 8 would be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I know a lot of you are going to be like, why are you including this? It's not really a Halloween movie, but it's technically a Halloween movie. It's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And this one, it wasn't the best. The acting was so-so at parts. But they did have a creepy quality with the masks, and they had a cult as well. But this wasn't like a Michael Myers explaining cult. This was their own thing. They were their own druids, right? It had some really disturbing scenes in it, and I can respect them for trying to like branch off and do something new. They were trying to make it an anthology, like different stories, not all about Michael Myers. And they really dove into it, and I respect them for that, and they gave it a shot. It didn't work out, but I have watched this like a few times since, and I give them props for the attempt. Next up, I have to say Halloween 2. This was, of course, the direct sequel to the very first Halloween, and I put this at number 7 because it's a decent Halloween movie. It does have its problems. The acting is uneven at parts. It feels more like a rushed sequel. Like they could have given it more thought and like put some more into it. But it's got decent kills. It's pretty much Michael Myers following her to the hospital after the first one, and deaths and calamity ensue. But that's why it's in the middle. It's a decent one. It's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's in the middle. Next up at number 6, I will have to say Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. In this one, again, fairly in the middle, decent Halloween movie, some good kills, has a good feel to it, not quite the best, and they do go off into like another tangent with the Michael Myers mythos, with him being connected to the girl, and this like psychic connection and his spirit and all that stuff. So it does get a little out there at times, but still a decent entry. Next up at number 5, Rob Zombie's first Halloween movie. A decent reboot, a decent attempt at a reboot. He definitely brought like the uneasiness and the terror of the Halloween franchise, brought some brutal kills, plenty of blood. This, of course, was his first attempt at going into the mind of Michael Myers himself, giving him this more brutal upbringing, growing up in an abusive home, broken family, that kind of backstory, which at the time when it came out I respected, but of course then it kind of devolved into madness in the second one. But again, when you try to like explain away the cold evil, the mystery of Michael Myers, and like give it a human face, it takes away some of like the fear, the unknown darkness within, you know? So that one is at number 5. Number 4, I would have to say Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Again, this one was dark, it was brutal, it was the first entry after Season of the Witch, so of course you're excited to get Michael Myers back in action, and they did a decent job with this. This was a really good, terrifying time. At number 3, Halloween 2018. The one that came right before this one, Halloween Kills, which I think is a really good return to form for the Halloween franchise. After some of its divergences and some of its tangents into madness, this one really brought back the original feeling of a Halloween movie. This terrifying, unknown, relenting force of a man as he's on his quest to kill. And it really captures that. There are a few little issues here and there, like I think Laurie Strode and her persona in the movie, for the most part, I really liked it, but I didn't quite like the restaurant scene, because the whole time she's like, we have to stop Michael, this is a season, I've been preparing, you always got to be on your guard and like prepared. But then when she meets the family at the restaurant and she just kind of like has a mental breakdown, anxiety attack in the restaurant and is like all flustered, it just seemed like a break in her personality. Like it was uneven when compared to how she is the rest of the movie. So that was a bit uneven. And I did kind of cringe at the whole mental asylum scene where the documentary duo go to meet Michael Myers in the asylum, and they're in this wide open courtyard with all like checkered out with the different sections that the people are chained to, which just seemed like, where is this a thing? Where do mental asylums have this kind of courtyard? And when he just like takes out the mask and shows it to him all menacingly, and all the other patients start freaking out, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was just a very odd scene that I think they could have done a lot better. They could have totally changed that in so many ways. Alright, we're down to my final 2 favorite out of the Halloween franchise, and some of you may be surprised that I'm putting this so high on the list, but Halloween H20, the 20th anniversary, where Laurie has changed her identity and now is working as a dean at a private school where her son goes, played by the wonderful Josh Hartnett, who I always had a major crush on growing up as a teenager. That's only part of the reason why I really like this movie, but it was a really fun entry in it. It brought back Laurie. She was very strong and fierce and prepared, and she gave a good-ass fight to Michael Myers when he showed up at her school. The whole cast did really well. I didn't think that any of the performances were lackluster or anything. It was a new setting outside of her hometown. He actually had to travel to find her, but the kills were still brutal and creative. When they did have their little comedic levity moments, it fit and it didn't like kill the mood of the entire movie like some horror movies can. It was the perfect blend of fun and scary and funny, and I just really enjoy it a lot more than I do a lot of the other ones. I don't know why, it's just how I feel about it. But it is one of the Halloween movies that I find myself going back to and watching the most. If you don't feel the same way, if you have some issues with Halloween H20 that I don't see, feel free to let me know politely in the comments. But then, of course, that brings us to number one. Of course, the original Halloween. This is, of course, the one that set off the entire franchise, and it's just a classic. This is the movie that really lit the spark for the slasher movie craze that then dominated the 80s and has continued through phases ever since. And to know that the franchise has survived this long and still giving good entries. So, bravo to that film. It had the feeling, the amazing soundtrack that has become synonymous with Halloween fear as we know it today. So, that is why it is number one, The Crown King. Now, after I watch this entry, Halloween Kills, at the end I'll go ahead and insert it somewhere in my ranking list. I'm going to see how it measures up to the rest of the entries. And of course, let me know what you think of this movie. Now, originally I was planning to see this in theaters because I didn't have Peacock, which is what it's premiering on. But it's COVID time, so I'm trying to limit my trips to the theater as much as possible, even though I am vaccinated. But I did notice that also Peacock, even for the premium without ads, is the same price I would pay for a theater ticket anyway. And I don't have to worry about the extra money that I'll usually spend on a drink and popcorn. Our theater does sell alcohol now, but it is outrageously expensive, and I can just enjoy my drink at home. Today I'll be enjoying my cup of blood of a wino, which is Merlot flavored, because I'm a classy bitch. Alrighty. Now, if you want to watch along with me with your own copy of Halloween Kills and see my full, unedited reaction to this movie, feel free to hop on over to my Patreon for only $5 and queue up your own copy. For my Patreons, you will be enjoying this the weekend it premieres. I will have this loaded up to Patreon this weekend. The rest of you watching this on YouTube, you will be seeing this either on Halloween or maybe a day or two before. Give it time to breathe. I haven't really decided. But let's go ahead and get into this movie. I do also know that they are going to be coming out with Halloween Kills next year, so I am predicting that this movie will likely end on another cliffhanger.
Hey, Oscar, call me when you get this,
Oscar's
I
dead.
With Allison, man. I gotta find her and fix it somehow, so...
Let me know. All right, be safe. Bye.
Because this guy was being the dick that was, kissing or getting up on, another girl? Kind of dug your own hole there.
Dude, you okay?
No. He's dead.
Help! Somebody help!
Is he alive? Oh, he is alive. Okay, I did not expect him to survive.
He needs to die, and I'm the one who's gonna get him.
Well, you're kind of in no condition to do anything at the moment. 1978, flashback. Oh, is this him as a young deputy? It's already made me jump once in the first, 1 or 2 minutes of the movie. Let's put a jump counter on the screen, alright?
I saw from 50 yards away, he crossed right here and then just disappeared. I used to know the guy. Michael, we were kids. Yeah? My mom used to make me go over to his house to play. And then one day, he just snapped.
I wonder how many flashbacks this movie's gonna have.
Get off! Open your hand!
What are these little pricks?
I need you to go home right now. Go home to your parents and lock your doors.
Why? What did he do?
He murdered 3 teenagers down the street.
I hope he murders 3 more. So is Lonnie gonna reappear in this movie too, or what? Why are they focusing on this kid? Keep moving or you're dead, kid. Whoa, shit. Jesus.
Where'd he go?
Who?
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman? I'd be like, the killer you're looking for.
There's a dead dog in here.
He was hungry. Is that the bedroom window that he would always stare out of as a kid? Are there more tracks, or are those the only footprints? Oh shit! Oh, oh my god! Oh! Really, dude? You just shot your partner. You're a horrible shot.
We got him.
Sure, buddy, we got him. What? Dr. Loomis?
Did Michael kill again?
Yes, he did. It wasn't me. I didn't shoot one of our fellow officers. Wait, is this after the hospital? Or are they just bypassing the whole hospital and Halloween 2?
Any of you know the story of the Haddonfield boogeyman? A man in a white mask.
Wait, is this the kid and the three bullies?
Man. My name is Tommy Doyle. I was that young boy. Lovely Miss Lindsay Wallace. Her babysitter, Annie Brackett, was executed that night.
Ah. It's not the kid and the bullies. Fuck.
Miss Marion Chambers. Lonnie survived a face-to-face encounter.
He's the kid. Okay. And do any of you have any idea what's going on right now? Let him burn, baby. Oh well. Oh shit. Well, you're most likely about to die. Yup. First kill of the present day. Your worst nightmares. Oh lord, here he comes. Well, that was 2 kills. Off screen, but it counts. Oh. Oh. Brutal. Oh shit. We got some skills with the drone.
But that nutbag lives a highly flammable lifestyle.
Better not talk no shit about that woman. She will fuck you up.
The fuck was that?
Just the boogeyman. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Call the cops!
Oh. Ugh. Girl, run and call the cops. Don't just stand there. Jesus. Oh. Oh, that's a painful way to go. Dang, and this is more realistic. When you usually get, like, stabbed, like, it takes time to bleed out and die. Damn.
Where are you?
Is that his kid? Oh, shit. Okay, we got the links to the past.
Goddamn mask on my head.
You have no idea.
2 patients unaccounted for.
They don't show his face. Well, they literally just, like, showed 2 patients unaccounted for, and they blurred out his face, so they should have said Michael Myers on the screen, so y'all should know what's going on. Why would you split up? Why would you tell her to get the car?
Michael Myers is in the backseat. Go look.
Go look. Hell no.
Well, they said 2 patients. It might be the other guy. No, don't go look. Go inside and tell people.
He's in the backseat of my car. I saw him when I went.
What you gonna do with a bat? You're acting brave, but you pretty stupid. That's their car. It's not Michael.
Hey, Big John.
Charcuterie board. I do love a good charcuterie board.
There's witches.
That's a joint. Pass that shit. Don't hog it to yourself. Holy shit. It's the guy from Mad TV.
Want to get high and
Look what I could do. Damn, I haven't seen him in forever.
We got candy bars from your house, and once you bit into it, there was a rusty razor blade.
What the fuck?
You okay?
We got you good.
I stole the whole damn bowl.
And why would they linger around after stealing the candy? Like, when you commit a crime, you usually run. I mean, I guess they're feeling brave, feeling like, well, these two guys won't touch us because we're kids. Ballsy little pricks. See, he already killed a kid in the last one, so I wouldn't be opposed to him, like, knocking off a few more.
But we got him. Shot him in the face.
Who's gonna tell her?
No one told you.
Told me what?
He ain't dead.
Michael Myers is alive.
What? You need to get everybody here now. If he is alive, he is on his way here. Mom!
Or are we gonna get our showdown in the hospital in this one, too?
She's coming with us. We're joining Tommy Doyle.
She what?
I don't know if you've heard,
The police officers should be on their way here right now.
Tommy's organizing groups of people that care. We're gonna go after him. We're gonna find Michael.
I'm going with them.
Don't go find him. Hole up, he'll come to
He
you.
is on his way here. He killed Dad.
And y'all being irrational and spreading out ain't gonna help the matter. Like, everyone just go to the hospital if you can.
You think you're the one that's gonna find him? Sit in that room and wait with your grandmother. Now!
I'd be a lot more stern. See, I predict that the roving band of vigilantes out there, they're gonna go looking for Michael Myers, but they're just gonna be on the trail of the other patient who's free and meandering about in his lunacy. But Michael Myers is going to be leaving a blood trail straight to the hospital right past all of them.
I just heard from one of the police officers at her compound. 11 dead bodies. They're all first responders. The only way we're going to stop this if we all come together on this.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Don't split up.
Couldn't let you have all the fun.
So many victims in our neighborhood.
Close friends of ours, and we just want to help out. I'm a doctor, my husband's in.
You coming with us?
Strength in numbers.
Switch it out.
How the fuck did you get out? Ugh, your mom is going to freak.
Now listen, boys, there's strength in numbers. You cover Spring Creek to the bypass, and then let me know if you see anything. Keep your eyes open.
Now let's all split up and find him. Y'all need, like, well, I was going to say walkie-talkies, but do y'all have your cell phones? Do y'all have each other's numbers? Do you have, like, a walkie-talkie app you can turn on? Because y'all need immediate communication so that even if he gets the drop on you, you can immediately alert everyone else to his location.
What are you guys doing out here?
It's Halloween.
It's not safe.
You gonna kill me?
No.
Satan, not today.
Oh, I'm so scared. Are you guys alone?
We're waiting for our friend.
Oh, hello! Hello!
Is it bad that I want these kids to die?
Run!
Don't, that window was between you and him. Oh, fuck. Do they have the fucking child locks on? In the back seat? Oh, shit! No! Is she gonna die already? Fuck.
This is for Dr. Loomis.
You're gonna die. Oh. Well, she went sooner than I thought. Boy, you just need to get out the fucking car and run. That is not gonna do anything. Oh! 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 Are the rest of you running yet? Are the rest of you fucking running yet? What the fuck are you shooting at, girl? Hitting the headlights. Oh! What the fuck? Oh, I expected them to last longer. Oh, we gonna go out and get him. Well, cheers to those who just died. Y'all don't know how to stay quiet. Another jump.
Where's Allison?
She was supposed to be in here. With you. You didn't see her?
Yeah. Whose car is that?
Lindsay's.
It's Michael. He's here.
Nah, he was there, and you're late. It means he's somewhere else already. About to kill someone else. Y'all are just gonna be running around in circles on his trail. Always where he was, but never where he is.
It's Mary and Lonnie.
He did this.
And y'all think you're gonna have any better luck? No. They're not.
This ends when Michael is dead. Michael Myers will be executed tonight, and it will not go without witness. Evil dies tonight. The sheriff's department.
Y'all gonna get yourself killed.
We have watched your department fail.
All their emotion is gonna get them killed.
We had him. How did he escape? I don't know. Go find him, Tommy.
Go find him. He's...
Please, what are you doing? Do you even
You're gonna give yourself a fucking overdose. Girl, you're gonna put yourself out.
The waggle dance is how bees communicate. They share the information where the flower is with the rest of the colony.
Oh, you two are next.
What is in that honey?
Some psilocybin honey.
And now they're at the back door.
You're the first to go.
Knock it off!
That was quick.
Well, now they're at the front door.
Maybe you're the first to go.
Someone's in our house.
Teeny tiny knife. You need something bigger.
I got this knife.
And he's got a bigger knife. That's when y'all need to fucking run. Call the fucking cops. Someone is in your house, and you haven't called the cops yet. Right? Y'all have cell phones? House phone? Oh! 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 Ghastly. When you hear him screaming, you don't run towards it. Is it too much to ask for people to, like, actually make logical decisions in these kinds of movies? Like, you see the guy that killed your boyfriend, and your thought is to stand there and, like, talk to him? Yes, fucking sheep. It's not him. You know, to be fair, I always hope that, like, people in these situations would be smart and logical and not be fucking morons, but, of course, after the past few years and this pandemic and everything, like, people are this stupid. They will literally do all the things you warn them against and walk right into the grips of death. Who the fuck was that guy? Do they have other mental patients in this hospital? Why was he cackling? Look at what you stirred up. Fucking moron. Tommy stoked the fire, got them all riled up. He was screaming about how evil dies tonight. This is his fault. Probably just poor, frightened, mentally ill patient. Jesus Christ. Damn. And I bet they're all happy with themselves too, thinking, we got him. We got him.
He's always worn a mask. How do we know it's not him?
How do we know? Stupid
Now
fucks.
he's turning us into monsters.
Exactly.
I gotta keep trying. If I go down, I'm gonna go down swinging.
Okay, so the key is we stick together.
I'm going in alone.
What? I'm gonna take on this psycho killer that armed police officers can't handle, but I'm gonna go in alone.
You see anything suspicious, you honk the horn.
Where are y'all's
But you
phones?
Stay safe.
Call people. Tell them. Scared by a knock. Bye.
Cameron, let's go.
Oh. Y'all need your cell phones and some AirPods, and y'all need to stay on the line with each other, like, constantly. All this lack of communication is infuriating. But it's kind of like life, because people these days are infuriating. They're stupid, and they're emotional, and they defiantly do things that'll get them killed. So this is entirely believable. And if you shot that off and you didn't hear your dad, he's dead. And y'all are in different rooms. Why do you keep splitting up? You're young. You should be smarter than this. I don't feel sorry for you. That's what you get. And what are you going to do when he does? Huh? Slash at him a little bit more? You're all alone now. You really think you have a chance? I should have been out the door and hobbling to the car to try to drive the fuck away. Or pull out a cell phone and try to call somebody. Okay, let him into a trap. He's like, try me. And she can watch each and every one of them die in front of her. Oh! Why'd you stop? Don't get close.
Go be with your daughter.
If we only knew then what we know now.
There we go. Y'all gonna die.
It is the essence of evil, the anger that divides us.
Sorry, kid. You just don't got it. So he's literally just a block over. None of them are within, like, earshot of everything else going on. You're gonna say, oh! Oh, fuck. Really? And for a moment I thought, like, the granddaughter was gonna die, but... Holy shit. Went straight from credits to a trailer. What the fuck? No. Back. Is that a peacock thing? Oof, anyway. Holy shit. Whew. Okay, that was Halloween Kills. Right off the bat, first impressions, I have mixed feelings about this entry in the Halloween franchise. On the one hand, like, the relentless, evil, mysterious force that is Michael Myers is back in glorious form with his horrible, twisted kills. He is really relentless. I did enjoy, like, the whole commentary they were going with. Like, the whole, like, fear... The fear that he represents is, like, changing us. It's turning us into the monsters that he is as well. That's really interesting. That's a new angle on his story. And it really did. It really turned a lot of the townspeople into monsters. Like, they got all fired up and angry, and they wound up being responsible for the death of, like, an innocent, like, mentally ill patient who jumped to his death because they were trying to fucking kill him. Even despite that the most important people, like, even the guy that was, like, riling them up were all like, wait, it isn't him, it isn't him. And, but by that point, like, the ball was rolling downhill. It had snowballed beyond control. So that was interesting. What I do get annoyed with in a lot of these movies, and I may have mentioned it before in previous reactions, but, stupid people. Stupid people in horror movies. When they think, I can handle this, we gotta split up and, like, fan out and try to track him down, and we can handle this, when armed police officers and firemen with axes and people armed to the teeth have tried to trap him, burn him, shoot him, stab him, crush him, throw him out windows. None of that has worked, but, you know, me and my buddies, we can go out there with some baseball bats and a few 6-shooters and we can take him out. Really? You think so? You're going to make a big difference? After everything else, after the huge fuck pile of carnage that has been spread out behind this man, you're going to be the hero. And, yeah. And I mean, even in the modern times like this, you would think that people would be more inclined to communicate. Like, we have these cell phones. They work. All of us have them. You know we do. Why aren't they like on? Why aren't people exchanging numbers? Why don't people have walkie-talkie apps on? Why don't they have their headsets in? Why aren't they in constant communication with each other? So if he does get the drop on you, at least someone else can hear it and they can know where you were because you're in communication. So then you can plan. Then you can round up and... But even we see here, even if they are nice and well-armed and rounded up and have him surrounded, going at him with some blunt objects just ain't going to do the trick. So that shit is frustrating. A few years ago, I would have been a lot more infuriated, like, no one's going to be that stupid. But if this pandemic has taught me anything, yes, people are that stupid. They are. You can try to warn them, tell them, give them basic facts about anything all day long, every day. But they're just not going to hear it. They're just going to believe whatever they want to believe, what their emotion tells them to believe, what gets them riled up. There are two things infinite: the vastness of space and human stupidity. And I wish it wasn't true, but it is. So, I believe people are that stupid. People are stupid, they're emotional, they're thick-headed, and they just don't want to hear reason. And they will march foolhardy right into the grips of death just because they think they're right. So, I was thinking of giving this a lower score because, like, I always want to give things a lower score in my head because people do stupid shit. Like, I want to believe that people would be smarter and make better decisions. And I mean, I do appreciate that. Like, I do love a great horror movie that has people that make all the right decisions, all of the right calls when they, like, plan ahead and they do the right thing each time, but the killer or whatever, like, still gets the drop on them. Still, it's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Like, there is no good call because even if you're doing the smart thing, like, you still can't win. Like, in those situations, bravo. But, if you are going to be stupid, then you deserve to die. And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm not going to pity you or mourn your death because you kind of had it coming. But at least we did see, like, a lot of that, like, rage and fear in people. It was nice to see that the gay couple living in Michael Myers' house, and they were playing up on the mythos of it, scaring the asshole kids away. I wish that one of them, like, thought to, like, call the cops when there's bloody prints on your doorframe. Like, why wouldn't you call the cops? Why would you investigate? Let's see. Where would I rank this among all of the other Halloween movies? I would say at least the top 3 remain where they are because those movies still had people that, for the most part, would make fairly reasonable decisions. Like, you had Michael, even in the last one, Halloween 2018, like, you had Michael, like, creeping into houses, like, as he does, and catching people completely off guard. They didn't have time to react. They couldn't make any decisions, smart or stupid. So in that one, for the most part, like, people were being reasonable. Like, you could root for them because you wanted them to survive, but they were still up against like a force that they just couldn't run from. So he's not there. Then you have 4, which is still a really good entry. I mean, even the first Rob Zombie was pretty good. Like, that one, like, he was still catching people off guard. He was surprise attacking people. And that one was pretty brutal, too. I think this one definitely had a bigger body count than a lot. This may have had the biggest body count of any Halloween movie so far, actually. That was a lot of people. Even right there at the end, the very last scene, he's taken all of those people out. All the firemen at that one scene. Yeah, this may have been his largest body count. Maybe in editing I can, like, get how many kills he actually, like, did. But was it better than Revenge? I think I'm going to put this just below Rob Zombie's Halloween. And just above Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. So this will be at 6. This will be the 6th one on the list in my ranking, personally. And that rounds out all 12 so far. So then that would make Halloween Ends the 13th Halloween movie. That's a nice round number, Halloween 13. But then you gotta wonder, like, how are they going to kill him in the end? I mean, if he just killed Laurie's daughter in the attic while all those people are outside, I can imagine that probably the next movie will pick up with, of course, all the cops and paramedics around the building be like, oh my god, he's still alive and he's still here. And of course, there'll be another killing spree as he fights his way out of the house. But where would he go from there? Because, I mean, if they were saying that he has always had this path back to his home and always goes back there, he's there now. Where is he going to go from there? I think at this point, like, in order to truly be rid of him, you gotta, like, completely pulverize him. Like, stick him in a crusher, in a meat grinder, some, like, major heavy machinery that, like, grinds down, like, stone or, like, scrap metal. You gotta turn him to pulp. Or completely encase him, like, dump him in some pavement or into a smelter. Like, burn him completely to ash. Oh, there we go. Like, what's it called? The, things at funerals that they do to, like, burn bodies down to ash. Crematorium. Put him in a crematorium. Any of those would work. You gotta make sure nothing is left. Oh, and I did notice in this episode, like, we didn't see him actually kill any kids. Though when they found the bodies on the playground, like, one of them was wearing the skeleton mask of one of the kids that was being the dicks to the gay couple. He was the one that actually went into their house and stole the candy. And the other 2 kids said, like, we're waiting for our friend. And so I figure maybe that kid died. But just off screen. The asshole kids that were, like, stealing the candy, I hope they get truly terrorized in the next one. Like, maybe their parents get killed or something. I'm terrible. But you always kind of feel satisfied when, like, the assholes die in a horror movie. You're like, yes! What did you guys think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Did you think it sucked? What did you like? What didn't you like? Let me know in the comments down below. I really hope you are having a wonderful spooky season during our 2nd year of COVID. Cheers to all of you that are doing the responsible thing and spending a cozy time at home watching horror movies and horror shows and maybe ordering pizza or something. Cheers. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Halloween Kills reaction. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you didn't see me reacting to your favorite part of this movie, feel free to hop on my Patreon where you can see my full unedited reaction. Anyway, hit like and subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single one, and thanks for stopping in for this Vicarious View.